in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Peanut butter.
Always be behind.
Wait, I'm gonna up to Windows. Shit.
How do I Windows?
What is Windows? Why is Windows?
Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of boards, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream at Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I'm joined, as always, by my wonderful friends. Chris playing Gottwald Ironhorn, the Minotaur Rune Knight fighter.
Hello.
Heather playing Sabra Kedis, the Lizard Folk School of Necromancy wizard.
That's me.
Reese playing Toril, the Kenku Fathomless warlock slash fighter.
That I
Raymond will not be joining us for this session. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday. Watch more D&D videos, reviews, and Let's Plays on the channel. Read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com and watch my behind-the-scenes No Players Allowed live series Crafting the Deep every Monday and Thursday. Head on over to our live post-session discussion chat from the Deep after our show tonight. You can also listen to all of these live D&D shows with the Rogue Watson podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. You can join our official Discord server with invite link in the description below. If you would like to support the channel, please check out patreon.com/roguewatson. Patrons get exclusive access to private videos, custom 5e content, and participate in monthly DM roundtables and a private patron D&D game. Shouts to new patrons this week, Francis and Coy. For our campaign, we use Roll20 video chat. We use Discord. For streaming, I use OBS Studio. Our music is by Kevin MacLeod, and our amazing original character art was done by Jimmy McClure. My recap was written about an hour ago. Previously on Call from the Deep.
Is that somebody's name?
That's just a fact.
With fresh reinforcements, the party was able to catch their breaths after the battle in the docks, but Neverwinter faced a new threat, the sudden arrival of a ghostly pirate ship speeding up the river. They raced after it, assuring gawkers and cowerers that everything was being handled. They found the ship parked outside the House of Knowledge, a temple of Agma, and great library. Smoke and screams came from within. Meanwhile, Toril began hearing a familiar voice call to him. The party charged inside, putting out fires and helping the wounded. A trail of destruction went deeper into the bowels of the temple, beyond a restricted area and a locked gate, where the party finally caught up with skeletal pirates attacking fishy humanoids. After saving the Kuatoa and an old priest, the man proclaimed they must save the master of this place, and ushered them toward a long corridor to the north. The party defeated skeletons along a slimy staircase, then descended into a flooded vault, where they found the rest of the skeletal forces, led by the ghoulish captain attacking a monstrously tentacled creature in the water.
Fun part is I'm the only one who saw that last part.
From the
Yeah.
sky, right? From the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm walking on the walls.
Feel free to relay that information, because I am going to go ahead and put you all in initiative.
Are you now?
I am.
That's just rude. Look at this, I have 2 spell slots. 2.
No chat. This is a purple shirt. Can't you see the purple?
Oh God.
No.
shirt's purple.
It's no ambiguity on the shirts this time.
It's clearly orange. I don't know what y'all are getting at. It's legitimate orange this week and not that fake red orange that he was trying to play off
That's
last
right.
week.
Let's see if it's still true. See if my red pen's still not red. Yeah, the red pen.
Nope, it's still
It's
orange.
still orange.
What?
It's like, yeah, that is like Rockwell High School orange.
Yeah. It's like it is. It's like that burnt orange that from
Mhm.
yeah, our high school colors. Yeah.
Here,
Or
this is
University of
red.
Texas, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's red.
I don't know.
Are we
it's just
gonna
a weird
do
thing
this
about-
fucking color correction thing again? Because we spent a long time doing this last week. I'll be honest. I already want to start grabbing things, and I have to resist.
This is orange.
I have to
Orange and
resist
yellow.
the
Yeah,
temptation
yeah.
of doing that.
Yep.
Oh, my
I should have
lord.
brought more red things with me. Is what I should have done.
Who
Do I have some
brought,
personal information I can put on the screen?
who brought their red things?
Hey, it's not my fault y'all didn't do the homework.
Everybody bring their objects to show for color
Yep.
correction purposes.
You know, you don't. There aren't that many red objects in the world, so look around.
The world needs more red. This is Chris's villain origin story. I need to
Yeah,
make more red in the
it's just-
world.
What a dumb villain.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of blue. There's a lot of like off-white. I'm saying with the world. I mean my apartment.
Yeah.
Are we still playing D&D?
Oh, Ray, we miss you.
It was a good use of the soundboard.
It was.
Again, it is slightly odd to me that the soundboard sounds like too good, to where it always sounds like someone actually speaking. I just spilled whiskey all over my pants. That one doesn't sound quite as real, but
Don't be modest. We all believe it. Things that happened for 500, please.
And now the $1,000,000 question: is Christopher actually wearing pants?
you'll never
The
know.
world may never know.
You know
Until we
what?
make him stand
You-
up real quick.
Yeah.
Another earthquake has to come through for that.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Something more than a
you
4.6.
can generally assume that unless something special has happened, I'm not walking around my own damn apartment in pants.
I love their faces.
I didn't know pants offended you, so. Just walking around going, I can't wait to fucking
Let's-
take these
I
pants
can't-
off.
these pants are.
Just so chafing and restrictive. Lack the
I
freedom
don't like
so
pants either.
sorely need.
As soon as that door closes and no one can see me.
Just can't get that out of your mind now. We all
I
wanted
miss
this.
those days.
We all wanted this information. Anyway,
Anyway.
we are playing
I'll
D&D.
Are we
repeat.
still playing D&D?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
yes,
Raymond
we
wants us
are.
to play. He's not even here and he wants us to play.
Yeah.
The first thing that happens is you feel a rage emanating throughout this water as the creatures.
They're so angry.
It's well, there is a psychic force that is causing this rage, that is being a conduit of psychic rage, like electricity through water, and it is quite painful. However, Savra's not in
Is
the
this-
water.
Is this the bad emotion goop from Ghostbusters 2? So is
I know
that
how to
what
solve
you're
this
describing?
problem. Bring me a higher love. I need Toril and Gottwald to give me wisdom saving throws, please.
Do you now? I don't like.
This is why I don't get in water.
I don't like those.
That's a good point. Water bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 14's not bad though.
Okay. You feel this definite rage wash over you, but it doesn't. You kind of rebuff it and steel yourself against it.
I give Goatwall such a dirty look.
I'm so angry right now.
It's the equivalent of like peeing in the water, except just being angry in the water.
I'm peeing so angrily in the water.
Your
Making eye
peeing
contact.
makes me angry. You can definitely see violent splashes coming from around the corners for some of you, and from Sabra very nearby, as large tentacles batter skeletons left and right, and just a screech echoes throughout the depths of the water. And then, Sabra, again, you're probably the only one that can actually witness this. You see what looks like and again, all of this is happening underwater. This flooded area is like 20 feet of water, and then has it's a huge ceiling, 30 feet of not water, air, if you will. And in the bottom of this flooded vault is where this battle is happening under the water. And the ghoulish pirate captain with his tricorn hat and leather jacket and black scimitar suddenly just takes his sword and kind of puts himself in a pose and just reaches a hand out and stares somehow down this monstrous creature which has been writhing and smashing at skeletons, and you see his eyes like glower, and the entire monstrous creature suddenly just kind of jerks and twitches and freezes in place, kind of helplessly.
They called him the most wild thing of all.
And you hear Toril, you can hear a connection, and a voice in your mind was saying, "Destroy that," and then it just like cuts off. Gottwald.
Boy,
There's bad things going on in there, you
there's
guys.
bad things. Do I have a general sense of where the creature is, or like you said we kind of tell that there's violence happening in the water, but
Yeah, there's just on both sides of you, it is violently splashing around and water churning everywhere. You see dead bodies, you see blood. Whatever's happening, you can surmise is around the corner, kind of on the opposite end of this wall.
okay. All right.
The ghost part looks like he stepped in poop. Is angry about it.
Oh, there it is. Am I stepping over a dead skeleton here? Destroyed skeleton?
Well, remember, so what's the context here?
Oh.
Are you...
I'm just walking through the water. I'm like literally like
You're
like
sunk to the bottom.
We described it like the pirates
Okay.
last week.
So you're at the bottom of
yeah.
20 feet of water, which is pretty far down, right?
Yeah.
It's deeper than any normal pool would be.
Right.
And you're at the bottom, and yes, at the top.
But I
you
do.
can-
I have a potion of water breathing though. That's why I can't.
Right. Yeah, I do remember that part. Yes, you see body, and you remember you saw bodies fade after a time. They like faded back into ghostliness and just dissipated. These ones are still floating, so you imagine it must have just happened. And sure enough, when you turn around the corner, you see what I described last time, which I may go ahead and just redo that description. Skeletal pirates and the undead pirate captain battle a large tentacled monstrosity with multiple eyes and a toothed maw. Creature crushes skeletons with its mighty tentacles, but the undead's numbers have taken a toll. The beast is bloodied and badly injured as the captain continues his relentless assault. And then what just happened is, at least what Savra could explain, you weren't aware of it, but there was some kind of effect that the captain did that has seemingly paralyzed this gigantic creature.
Right.
And this is a terrifying sight. You may, in fact... if only we had a house roll we could do to roll for that.
Would I? Yeah. Figure out what this thing is.
Yeah. Now that you've actually seen it, let's figure out what
Ghost
it
pirates
is.
are
You can give me an Arcana or Nature check, and being as though you're associated with water, I will give you advantage.
Okay. Arcana or nature. They are the same. Ah, look at that advantage go.
Yeah, normally if you weren't associated with having all this water experience, you may not have heard legends of eldritch creatures called aboleths, who, legend has it, are as old as the gods themselves, dwellers of a primordial ocean, and are affiliated with a lot of the eldritch horrors you've heard about in terms of like creeping up in people's dreams and giving just nightmares, enslaving people, corrupting them, transforming them, usually associated with evil and alien terror and horror and all these things. So this is not...
Boy.
Yeah.
Probably heard like just like bedtime stories about these kinds of things.
Yeah, it's not a very comforting thought, and I don't know how Gottwald would react to the situation. And you know, before this, you showed up at this temple to stop these undead. You weren't quite sure what they were doing, and you found them attacking fish people, and then an old man who claimed about like the master needing help. And then now Toril, this is a completely different context. Toril may first of all, he wouldn't be freaked out by this because you love tentacles and things, but you have also been in contact with this creature for some time.
Oh.
As he's been talking to you, and then there was a scene long ago when you were had a vision of your patron who was being attacked and infected and in danger, and you felt another entity kind of pull you out of a psychic spiral, and that voice has now brought you all the way to here. But that's Toril. Gottwald and Savra, you would probably have a different reaction to what's going on there. On the other hand, you do see that these evil undead pirates ghost pirates are also attacking this creature, and the creature
Yeah.
looks like it's on its back foot, even though it doesn't have feet, and it's swimming. But normally when you see this thing, you're like, holy fuck, it's going to kill us. But now you see that it's actually very bloodied, it's very heavily wounded, and at least to Twirl, it was almost crying out for help.
And I
It's a lot
believe,
to take
actually, I also do believe that Toro was telling us that as we came up here, that like something was calling to him and that it's in trouble and we need to help it or something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. So at least have some context. I mean, not necessarily that what this creature, why it's this creature, what this creature is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Gottwald knows he needs to kill ghost pirates because pirates are pirates, even if they're ghosts.
that's a decent soundbite.
But he doesn't necessarily also want to, get anywhere near this thing and its tentacles.
Yeah.
What he can do, because he's got some room now, is embiggen.
Yes. And the only reason you can see is because of Savra's lights, which are
Well, I got my
spinning.
dark vision, don't I? Or is that not?
Oh, I'm sorry. You do a dark vision. You're right.
Yeah, okay.
You're right.
I still have lights out anyway.
You do still have lights out. Twirl and
Which
Savra.
that would be a pretty cool visual. The lights underneath the water, like lighting
At
up.
least
all that
aquarium
shit.
lighting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
That-
you embiggen.
I probably won't need to grab any of these skeletons because I'm gonna bash.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't appear physically any tougher or... Ooh, a 12's not great.
Yeah, no, it's not. Is that not good enough?
It's not good enough
Oh,
to
no.
strike a skeleton, actually.
Oh, we'll try that again then. How about a 22?
22 is a little bit better.
For 10 bludgeoning.
10 damage does destroy that skeleton with a mighty wallop.
All right. I think that's probably it. I'll step over these bodies to get to these skeletons, but... Yeah, that's going to do it. That's my bonus action to turn big.
Alright, Twirl.
All right. I will blast number 4.
A mighty blast indeed.
Blast him.
It's an actual spell.
3 force damage. And gets knocked back through water.
Mm-hmm. Then I'll do the same thing to number 1.
14 does hit a skeletal pirate. Ooh, 8 actually explodes that one.
Oh,
Nice. Double tap.
Yeah.
it's a single tap.
Was it?
Literally sending like missiles to, because I assume you're in the water as well, and you're just torpedo
Sending cruise
blast.
missiles through the water.
Yeah.
Water cruise. I don't know.
The zoo cruise missiles.
All right. That'll do it.
All the skeletons get to go before I go.
All the
Oh,
skeletons
no.
get to go before you
That's a
go.
lot of skeletons.
That is
Yeah, a lot of them are dead though.
Rage water? What's going to happen with the rage water?
Well, you just saw what happened with the rage water. That was the
Yeah,
earlier thing.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That is that. Yeah.
I just sit here and wait.
Yeah, Godwald, you can see the captain underwater make some gestures to his compatriots, but obviously he's not talking because they're underwater, and they seem to. And this creature seems to be fully paralyzed, and he actually points back at the torpedo flying and all these other things happening, and he just locks eyes with the creature with his sword, so he seems to send minions back. This is gonna get tricky because they have to go. They can't reach Savra, but I need to.
Yep.
They are gonna be able to reach Toril, so if you don't mind, Savra, I'm gonna pull you out to here. As
That's
this
fine.
one essentially walks underneath
You're there.
They
but
don't
you're not
they
really,
don't see
you're
me
not
up
really
there.
Yeah.
I'm like 20 feet
Yeah.
above them.
Well, it just doesn't. They can't really shoot their bows underwater. Like it just doesn't really make sense.
Mhm.
You're effectively out of range, but they will walk over to
Or
Twirl
screw me.
and
Nobody knows I'm there. I'm just a weird shadow in the water.
Yeah, short swords can be used underwater, but a 10 is not gonna hit our tanky
And, with
bird.
so many bodies floating in the water, it kind of helps obscure me as well too. Because is it the body shadow? Is it another shadow? Nobody knows.
This one's for Gottwald's. Oh my
And your
goodness.
corpse.
This one's also for Gottwald. You can tell they totally like are just turned around for you guys.
Mm,
It's gonna hit. You're still wearing your
Hot for
big
the water
armor, aren't you?
boys.
the water boy.
Are you wearing your big platinum armor? Or
Yes.
plate armor, sorry.
Sure am.
This skeleton can't reach anybody, so he's just gonna strike at the poor paralyzed Aboleth, draw another red line along its body. Savra.
All right, my turn. You'd think with all of this time I would have figured out what I was going to do, but I didn't.
It's like being in line.
She's just watching, just distracted watching all the skeletons march along the water. Like a,
Mhm.
Man, you've been in line for 10 minutes. Did you not look at the menu once?
Nope. Surely the DM has not taken physics into account when you blow up a bomb underwater, right?
you have a bomb?
Well, I mean, it can blow shatter underwater and hit two skeletons and the pirate captain.
You can blow shatter underwater. Drop a
Like I said,
depth charge.
I'm dropping a bomb underwater. Yeah, I'll do that.
What does the depth charge go off?
So
It's just a little bubble on the surface. Bloop.
Right, yeah.
So it's a 20-foot radius sphere, 10-foot radius sphere, 20-foot diameter. So, circle.
20-foot radius sphere, 10-foot diameter. Okay.
5,
Jesus,
10.
That's it, yep.
Pretty big. I think you can do it if you put it in like a corner. Yeah.
Right like that.
Yeah.
That'll hit all three of them.
Down in the water below.
Yep.
Alright. Paste me some shatter. And you could just scramble up the walls if you need to get out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Hang upside down and just throw it underneath.
Huh.
There's the spell thing. Hang on.
So you're a loud sound under the water. You're gonna shatter all of our eardrums.
That's gonna be pretty
That's why I
loud.
said surely the DM has not thought about physics.
Heads will cave in.
That's right.
Con save, so we're gonna do
I don't know. The Fathomless protects us or something.
skeleton 6,
something,
skeleton
yeah.
1. Wow.
Skeleton 1's dead.
Or sorry, skeleton 4 I meant where the bottom one is. And then
And then the pirate captain.
pirate captain. Oh my goodness sakes.
Oh, he needs to roll for his constitution. Because he was concentrating on keeping that guy held.
It's not a spell actually. It's something he can do.
Until he takes 12 thunder
He does
damage.
not
and
look like a
blows an eardrum.
Spellcaster. Alright, so that was this one failed and took this one failed and took 12. And then number 4 actually succeeded and takes 6. Okay. Alright, both skeletons appear very heavily damaged now. Their whole bones are starting to shake and rattle, and the captain kind of rocks back for a second and turns and says something and points, but you can barely see each other because he's at the bottom of the water and you're obviously scrambled up there.
Yeah. I'm just a random shadow. He doesn't know where I am. He had a depth charge go off and blow
He's probably
me
literally
up.
saying, like, they're throwing fucking bombs at us.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
All right, the water still broil with the creature's rage, even in its paralyzed form. And I need, again, Twirl and Gottwald to give me wisdom saving throws. You notice that these skeletons don't appear affected by this rage, either.
Of course.
Perhaps they don't have the right emotions.
You don't feel the rage.
I don't feel the rage.
I almost
Shit!
Well, geez, guys.
We're just such well-regulated gentlemen. Our emotions are in check.
Can't get us wet, boys.
I'm so calm right now, you guys.
Wet boys
Never
go to
been.
therapy.
Never been more calm. That's 22 from Twirl and a nat 20 from Mr. Plus Zero Gottwald. At home in the water. To Gottwald.
That counts, right? You should put that on the board.
I did put it on the board. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
nat 20
okay,
saves
okay.
are, yeah. I think skill check saves and attack rolls we put on there. For some reason I haven't done
Okay.
initiatives, but... Yep. That guy is still paralyzed, and the captain is still intent. He's starting to get a little more annoyed about this damage. I don't know if Sabra could see this. Gottwald, you might be able to see that some of the wounds he took begin to knit and heal.
The aboleth?
No, the
Oh.
captain.
Oh, okay. That's bad.
Heal to the extent that he's still, like, undead,
Right.
but,
right.
like, it's still doing that, like, effect of, like, wounds, like, closing and things as it's attacking.
Okay.
And he stays on the aboleth. He keeps, like, slashing at it viciously, and you see the creature just, like nasty, deep cuts. Gottwald.
I was gonna. No, I won't. Press my luck here. I was gonna say no. I want you to roll it because I want to. I want to do my shit, but I'll say that. Might be useful.
I've got to take a poop.
He's gonna tease us with his shit.
My the cloud room. If he's because I was thinking if he's
Oh.
auto critting this aboleth, the cloud room will take that.
Is that what you call your bathroom?
That's fair. I was obviously hand waving the NPC stuff for the ease, but no, that's a good point. I like that. You could absolutely use your cloud rune.
I don't think these
To redirect that attack.
are gonna hit that hard. So yeah, if you'll allow me, on one of the times that the skeleton captain is coming down on that aboleth.
Read me how the ability works, because I'm not sure
Yes.
if this might be an edge case, but if somebody were getting advantage and auto crit on somebody, would that still actually apply to another
That's
target?
a very good question. Maybe not the auto crit. That part
Yeah.
I'm not. That part seems like maybe not. When you're a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use so you do make the attack roll first.
Okay.
You can use your reaction to invoke the rune and choose a different creature within 30 feet of you other than the attacker. Choosing creature becomes the target of the attack using the same roll.
Okay.
So I would say probably not the auto crit, but maybe the attack roll. That'd be just my guess.
So probably the advantage, but not the auto crit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do that. I'll show off his attack right there. So you can redirect that attack.
Yeah, just to the one right in front of me, like number 3.
Okay. So this is your reaction, right, to do this?
Yes, it is my reaction. Yeah.
Okay. That attack comes in, and I think our skeletons take necrotic damage. Yes, they can. Okay.
Wow.
Because it's like the bones deteriorating or something.
Okay.
All right, and the skeleton takes 10 damage as his blade suddenly comes in and slices the skeleton, and you see the skeleton kind of get rattled by that. It's still up. It was a little bit of a meteor skeleton, a little larger.
That wasn't my turn.
That was a reaction, yeah.
That was me talking about somebody else's turn. Yes. All right. Well, on my turn, let's try to finish these skeletons off then. Let's hit number 3. I should have. I clicked it, but let's. I don't want to use my giant smite on this attack. I just didn't.
Oh,
click it
you can
off
choose?
in time. Yeah. Once I can only do it on one attack per turn.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
So that's just 8.
Yep. That was.
Yeah.
He is destroyed as he got viciously wounded from the other attack.
And then attack the twice. Oh no.
Ooh,
well,
11 is not gonna hit though.
not gonna matter.
Yep.
What do I got in terms of bonus actions? I have to hit them to do that. I think my hammering horns also have to hit them. Yeah, all my bonus action stuff I actually have to hit them. All right, well, that's actually it for me then.
Toro, you got a skeletal pirate in your face, underwater.
That just had a bomb go off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very damaged.
Yeah. See, I want to do Hex. Okay. Just making sure I had the spear ready to go.
Mm.
I cast a Hex on the skeleton.
X that skeleton boy.
Not much damage I'll do, but it travels around, so I think it'll be okay.
Ah.
This is the one that adds to your damage.
It adds 1d6 necrotic for attack.
Okay.
Alright, now Fisher Hook him.
Hmm.
For 9.
Swing and a miss.
we're not
hit.
getting the attack rolls tonight, sir.
Yeah. You're supposed to like being in the water.
That's all I can do.
All
right.
Do
Steep
you
up
wanna
on and miss.
I mean, do you want to use your inspiration on? I mean, I think we all got an inspiration recently, right?
I'd rather save it for a
Yeah, that's what
wisdom
I thought
roll.
too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, the hex does give it disadvantage on ability checks made with a chosen ability, but I don't think it's gonna normally come into play. Now, if it were saves, that would be another thing. All right, skeleton barely notices your pitiful hex and attacks with a short sword.
Hey,
But-
swinging weapons through water is hard.
You know what? The skeletons know this because they also have a problem swinging their weapons. I don't think.
We both nod towards each other.
Yeah, it's rough.
Look, there's blood everywhere. It's bad. It's tricky, man. Nobody's rolled
both of us
above
can hardly see.
freaking
It's
5.
just-
Yeah, it's tough. It's number 5. We'll try to attack Gottwald. Ah, that's a good
Almost.
roll, but
yeah.
17 is not going to hit the
It's
tanky
not.
Minotaur. And number 4 will... he'll be... the captain will now be pointing over to the giant Minotaur down there, since he's still trying to look up and try to find where Savra is, but can't quite see her. And the skeleton will amble its way over. Attempt to attack you with a 12. It's not gonna hit. Savra!
Oh, all right. Well, I'm almost out of spell slots. So, I mean, how much do we think that pirate captain dude has left?
He's healing.
He's healing himself.
Gottwald tries to communicate that somehow to Sabra.
Blub, 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 blub.
Yeah.
Blub, blub.
Yeah.
Blub, 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 blub. What?
I think Ray and Reese had a scene like this too,
Yes,
where they were trying to communicate.
I seem to distinctly remember Ray and Reese were using 2 different forms of sign
Yeah.
language that the other one did not understand.
You guys have not actually devised a way of communicating in the water
That
as
feels
of
about
yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so then... Well, let's just use my last spell slot. And... Oh, okay, I'll do this. So, you know, the DM did mention lightning through water. So why not? Let's do some lightning through water. 25 to hit the captain.
Oh boy. Yeah.
So for 12 lightning damage.
Wow.
That was a crit roll on the lightning damage.
Yeah, it was. D12. Nice.
Wow.
So the best part is for the duration, I can just keep zapping him with 1d12 lightning damage.
Yeah.
Because it's lightning and he's underwater, I will give you another d6 as well of damage.
Sweet.
It's the wet condition. Baldur's Gate 3.
Another 4.
We haven't mentioned that in a few weeks.
Slash the Divinity series was big about that too.
That's true, yeah.
Get people wet and strike them with lightning, or cover them in oil and shoot them with fire. Yeah, it creates a little electrified water surface in the area.
Yeah. So long as I don't do anything else on my turn, I can just keep zapping him.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep pacing right along the wall, right where he's at. Again, can't see me because I'm just another floating body.
You are up there, yep. Rage Water still going off. Wisdom saves from Toril and Gottwald. Psychic emanations from the Aboleth. Toril keeps nailing
That's
him.
not so good. Maybe I should use my inspiration. So that's a good
That'd be a good use for it.
Good suggestion from Reese.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hopefully you saved it.
Yeah, I did save it. Alright, let's try it again. Oh, that's also not great. What does 10 get me?
Great. It gets you 7 psychic damage.
Oh, okay.
As you just feel the pain of this creature like transmits to you as if you feel its pain for a moment.
So does it seem like the fish creature, the aboleth, this is its emotions in the water? Is that what am I feeling?
Yeah, I think that's probably a fair thing to hypothesize.
All right.
And for a moment, you feel like a psychic connection to it, and unfortunately, that connection is all pain.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Then the creature finally seems to begin to shake off the effects of this paralyzation that the captain has put it through. And it reaches out with its mind, and Toril, it speaks to you with its. It feels like it can see you, even though you're kind of around a corner. And it speaks and says, "I need some more. Lend it to me." And you feel a pulling sensation. Not physically, but like your willpower or life or all the other things that aren't physical, I guess. So I will say you can give me a wisdom save, but you could choose to give in to this sensation.
Is this sanctioned by the Fathomless?
I will explain all.
Let me try that again.
Okay, so you're trying to fight it?
I want the option.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I wanted the option.
Yeah. You both used inspiration, didn't quite work out.
Yeah.
It links up in a very strong. You feel more connected than ever. It's like you are on speed dial. You're on speakerphone. You can hear and feel its thoughts, and it to a very extent can do the same. And you then feel it begin to drain you a bit, but you can feel that it could hungrily devour you from the inside out if it wanted to. And for a moment, you're like, fuck. But then you feel it just take a bit, and you feel it purposely just take a small bit. It's like, I need. You take 12 psychic damage.
Okay.
And Gottwald, you see it's like a bit of color comes back into this creature. and it seems to grow a bit larger and more powerful as it then begins. It just takes its tail and slams the nearest skeleton and just knocks it into 1,000 bone pieces, and then turns its terrible gaze onto the captain, who is like kind of reeling back a bit, but continues his assault. And there's still a back and forth, tentacle flying and sword flying, and now they appear to be locked a little bit. The creature appears to have a bit more color, but still quite wounded, and the captain is also quite wounded as well.
I feel like my mind is being stripped away in the kindest way possible.
The gentle stripping of the mind.
Yeah.
Called.
Maybe my next novel.
That's a great novel. Toral autobiography. A gentle stripping of the mind.
Oral story.
Toral story.
Alright, Gotwald's going to attempt to finish
Was
this.
Eternal
Skelly boy
Sunshine
off.
of the Spotless Mind was the
That's
Jim Carrey
right,
movie.
yeah,
Sounds
yeah.
good.
That was the adaptation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Any of
11?
it. Contracts I signed.
Yeah. That's Hollywood for you. Destroyed.
Alright. Gottwald he hasn't seen Toril since this all started, so I he hasn't been able to like ask
Yeah.
him like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Is this your friend? But he is going to punch out at the pirate captain, but, like, yeah, reach out at him.
Okay. The creature doesn't appear to be phased by you at all.
Okay.
You came in and walking along the bottom,
Yeah.
just whistling around the bottom of the water. Grew
What's going
twice
on?
your
Has
size.
No previous cowman prejudices.
Absolutely not. He grew up with Minotaurs. Had a Minotaur across the street. Best friend. All right, 21 will hit the captain.
You also see him being electrocuted as you're hitting him too.
That's true.
right,
He's currently
yeah.
being electrocuted. Yeah.
This might actually get a little tricky then. What I'm about to do.
You're gonna grapple him.
I'm gonna grab him.
Give me the power.
Yeah.
Gonna eat your lightning.
8 bludgeoning.
Okay. Which
yeah,
we did determine
and
your fists are kosher underwater because they're your fists, but
unarmed strikes. Yeah.
Normally you would be-
I think that's in the rules.
I
That's why I'm
think
not
so,
using
yeah.
the axe anymore is because that would be
normally you would be subject to underwater combat restrictions, but
right. All right, and then I'm gonna grab him, even with that lightning.
Yeah.
Striking him in the
it's
head.
very, very frightening. Unless he can wiggle
Actually,
out of it. He's a
Actually-
wiggler.
I actually do have advantage on that because I am a giant right now. But we'll see what you roll.
Does underwater fuck with that? I don't know. I think it's just combat. Yeah, just melee attacks. Oh,
well,
good old
unless-
Black
okay,
Bartholomew Black Dagger.
Let me try my advantage and see if I roll a 20.
Because the wiggling makes you extremely uncomfortable and you let him go.
No. It's
And
not
that 20 will not.
I don't like the wiggling. It's
I like to think that he doesn't actually. What happens is you come up to grab him, and he just turns and looks at you.
No, it's more he grabs him and he feels the electric shock.
Yeah,
He's like, "Oh,
yeah.
alright,
It's like,
I'm
wait a minute, this
good.
guy's covered in
So-
electricity. This is
it's an
bad.
electric fence. It's like grabbing an electric fence. Just shit.
I don't know good about physics, but water and lightning is not what I should touch.
Mhm.
That's a
Go
bad
ahead,
touch.
grab. I won't resist.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
Toril, you feel somewhat drained, but also intimately connected to this creature. You know all of
So
its
intimate.
many, many fetishes.
More bad touch. Bad
Is it-
No, it's in
so
all-
many.
entire
Is it all
internet
human porn?
search history. Yeah, it's very mundane people porn.
It's all missionary all the time.
Yeah, because he's a tentacled monster, so we'd probably get off on just super
yeah.
boring normal.
Alright. He gets up on crows. Now it's real uncomfortable.
Oh,
No. Yeah. No one's happy about this.
Bird porn.
Oh boy. All right, let's try the spear again.
Surely we can't miss with the spear.
Let's see. All right,
Still
so it's only a
hexed.
critical hit. It does something.
Mm. That's
Yes.
close.
Oh, 19. Yeah. It's definitely going to hit.
And plus
Oh, the hex.
3 necrotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that explodes the skeleton. Start despawning some of these bodies.
All right. I'll come down towards here.
In fact, that might be why my roll 20's lagging.
Good
It's okay.
lord, he's so big.
He's so big.
As a bonus action, I'll hex the pirate captain guy.
Why is... Oh, I moved that one, I guess. There's still another skeleton down here?
Oh, there's still another skeleton?
I guess so.
Is there?
Where was this skeleton?
Where? I thought I killed all the skeletons.
I thought
I
so.
don't know
He might have been hiding under a dead body. I think.
Oh, okay, okay.
That might be
He
my
was-
bad.
It took a while to find his battle courage.
It's getting tricky. There's a lot of tokens on tokens.
Yep.
Well, in that case, I'll move the hex to the alive skeleton
Okay.
A lot.
and stare at him until my next turn.
That's a dead skeleton. And that's the live skeleton. Alright. That one will try to attack Gottwald. Oh, 20!
That'll hit.
We connected with a skeleton for 6 damage.
Yeah. All right. Wow. What was? Oh, it's a hex. Okay.
Yeah.
That's. I don't know if any of you watched Community, but that.
It does look like the butthole. Yes, the E pluribus anus. You know, I was trying to find a hex thing, and I was staring at that too, going, fuck.
That's the Community flag. Damn it.
Well, now I can't not see it, so we gotta
Yep.
figure out what's another good hex symbol. Sabra, it's your turn.
Okay,
That's a good hex symbol. That,
All right, fine. Yeah, he's
I feel like
it's canon
the
now.
anus symbol is.
the anus. I can't take it away. Yeah,
well, I'm just gonna keep hitting this guy with my witch bolt.
yeah.
'Cause I already hit him, so I just get to keep zapping him with damage.
He is getting quite a bit electrified here.
So do I get that extra D6 since he's still underwater?
Sure do.
1d12.
And I
What?
would be doing things to Gottwald with it if he had actually grabbed him.
11 more damage. I'm just zapping this guy.
That's good.
That's all I can do.
Continue zapping him.
Yeah, he does look very heavily wounded now, I will say. He was a beefy captain, way stronger than any of the skeletal pirates. But yeah, I still got a little bit of juice left in the tank. The rage water now is building up into more power. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the aboleth is able to focus it. It just seems to infect the entire watery area.
Oh, great.
So I'm going to have to ask for wisdom saves from Toril and Gottwald again.
But again,
Yeah. You're not quite sure how much this creature is even controlling this effect versus it just being some kind of just thoughts leaking out of it.
Yeah. I don't have any more inspirations to use.
No more inspirations.
it didn't help me.
It's getting stronger. You're going to take 10 psychic damage.
Damn, that's painful.
Yep. But then he gets in a very good giant smack with some tentacles on our captain, and the captain finally reels backwards, and the captain then brings up a sword, and this thing deflects one blow and then takes a nasty stab, and you can see it leaking more blood out. Set, destroy, kill. It just seems to be screaming in rage. Gottwald.
All right. I'm not sure I want to touch the captain anymore, but I'll still punch him. So perturb, break him.
I will break you.
Yes. Oh, there's a crit! And I believe my Giant's Might's going to go off twice. I turned it off. Okay, Giant's Might should have been on for this. Oh, wait, it is. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
So that
So mighty.
is 16 total.
That to the pile.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. 16 total. All right, how would you like?
It's like a
Steal my
like
kill.
Yeah,
like
steal the kill.
through the lightning.
I mean, with a crit, it's pretty pretty epic.
It's like a wind-up punch, and he just kind of goes
Falcon punch!
like slow motion through the captain, and the bones just like spread out in the water.
Just it's that with just smashing the whole face inward.
Yes, I just
Yeah, crunch. Hat just drifts off into the water. Yeah, and as you punch the captain's face completely in, you see like the one final skeleton just suddenly falls apart, as if the captain's will was actually keeping them together.
Well, with that, I'm gonna back up and still hands in like boxing position because I don't know what this creature is up to.
Yeah. When the captain goes down and the skeletons all subside, you see the creature take a few moments to just stare and not move for a second, just blood leaking out. And then finally it begins to like kind of turn and undulate a bit and kind of rub some tentacles along its body like a person would like hold wounds or like apply pressure or something. But it doesn't look like it is coming after any of you. And in fact, Toro, you can feel the connection with it. Its thoughts of one of just adrenaline coming down. Like, you know, as eldritch and powerful as this creature is, it was still just in a fight for its life in this situation. One that you suspect it is not used to having to do. This is a creature used to being a behind the scenes, hidden in the shadows, all that, and to have it be exposed like this, generally was a blow, not only physically, but like to its confidence and ego, to have been attacked so directly and so brazenly. You just feel all this from the creature.
There. It happens to all of us. I do not think the creature means us harm. In fact, I think it doesn't want anything to do with us.
You see that this nearby tunnel, Savra, would have been choked with like dead skeletons. Suddenly kind of bursts through, and you see that old priest guy come through with some fish folks as they come swimming up, and his head breaks the surface of the water. He says, "Oh, master, you're safe. Thank." And suddenly his head snaps up, and eyes roll back in his head, and a different voice comes out of his mouth. I'm gonna assume those of you swim to the surface so you can hear this guy speak. The voice says, still with the old man's voice, but obviously with a different countenance. "You came as I knew you would." And you can see the creature below turn to face all of you as best it can, maybe like shifting in the water.
It's him. It's the creature. He's speaking through this guy.
What?
What?
Record scratch.
Yeah. I
What?
am Zixaro of the Elder Ones, and it was through my will, my plans, that set you all on this path, investigating a smuggler's den stockpiling of weapons, and island nation under attack. Invaders from the stars, and a call from the deep. A call of...
I'm trying to do the Leonardo DiCaprio thing.
Yeah.
It's there. It is.
Title card.
Yeah.
Okay. Play the intro. Dun, 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 dun. A call of distress. You, fathomless one, you have felt it as I have. The great Slocrathel, ruler of the depths, Umberlee's chosen, befallen to a parasite. The invaders wrest control of mind and body, and now they usher their call from the deep, a call of unity, of war and death. Few can resist, but I can. I have. And so they send their agents to destroy me. But, and you see the creature spread his tentacles to you all. Agents of my own.
Are we the agents that he's talking about?
You all do the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think he's talking
You?
about
You? He's talking about you? He's not talking about me. He's talking about you.
Yeah.
Do you know anything of the Fathomless?
You know of the great,
Beekeeper.
the kraken that dwells beneath. You know his name. You've always known and felt his power. Only one of a few's greater than my own. And you have felt a disconnection, one that would have been permanently severed, if not for my will.
I'm sure the Fathomless thanks you.
The fathomless is dying.
This is disconcerting.
It is apocalyptic. If his body, his power, is used by the invaders.
Is there a way to save the Fathomless?
I do not know. But the thing it has become must be stopped. You all have done better than I had planned. I did not expect such a brazen attack on my own sanctuary here. They caught me off guard. Your timing is... He pauses for a second. Fortuitous. He doesn't have a lot of compliments in his lexicon. You may have questions.
Oh god, I can't remember the quote. I'm imagining the architect from Matrix 2.
Yeah.
You may have questions, not all of which your mind may understand. The answers of which not all your mind may understand.
He gets a little remote and starts turning on TVs that turn on underwater.
Yeah. Gottwald's like 4 steps behind. He's
Yeah. You're
wait,
still
wait,
catching.
wait. We've been working for this tentacle monster the entire time. And he didn't even hear any of the Sarkophel fathomless stuff.
Right. I'm still now.
He's
Wait
still
a minute.
processing the first bit.
Your will is strong and frustrating, but unlike others of my kind, I have grown to respect your tenacity, your resolve. And I am the best chance you have of eliminating a force that threatens everything.
Whips out his sunglasses.
Find where the invaders lair, where they house their abomination of the fathomless. Put an end to the infection before they sweep across the coast and the seas.
What's in it for us?
You prevent an apocalypse.
I mean, okay.
Suffer kind of would like to see an apocalypse, right?
That's not selling me on this. More people dead, the more I can practice bringing them back from the dead or raising them from the dead. So, I mean...
So frustrating. It's easier to control than negotiate.
Yes, but I like to negotiate.
I can offer a gift to the one who worships the fathomless. His connection makes it possible. Though I am not your patron, I can give you that which you desire most.
Who are you talking to? I thought we all worship the fathomless in this group.
How bold of you.
But you're the biggest fan. Let's be honest.
It was a scale, 1 to 10 scale.
Yeah. And Toril, you find with a simple tug, your body starts swimming forward towards this creature.
Oh my.
And you begin to think it's a good idea.
Oh,
I like
okay.
Wait, this is how I became a bug person in our last campaign.
I talked about this in the crafting stream. I keep doing the body horror stuff to Reese.
I don't know if I approve of this.
Every fucking campaign you have.
This is
And we're gonna cover your bones in metal, and you feel like it's a good idea. And we're gonna turn you into bug, and you feel like it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know
if
what?
it feels like a good idea.
I'll bring it up in the writer's room. We may have a theme here.
Listen,
Okay.
the actor's really getting tired of the plot line.
He doesn't like wearing all this makeup every single time.
Yeah, exactly.
8 hours in the chair. The aboleth reaches out with one of its smaller tentacles from within the depths of its
Oh
folds.
dear. What are the under tentacles?
One of the under tentacles, yeah.
Well, he didn't say what got tugged to start pulling
Yeah,
him towards.
And
Yeah.
gently rubs it along your instinctively outstretched arm. And
Mhm.
and Toro, you feel a slight stinging sensation as it passes. And you see that it leaves an inky tattoo of a throbbing tentacle
Mhm.
along your arm.
The most pregnant of bosses.
Is that tentacle dripping with water?
It's hard to tell in the water.
Yeah, like this tattoo could be interpreted different ways. And you gain a tentacular arm.
Oh.
Whoa.
You have been marked by an aboleth, which appears as a tentacle tattoo along your arm. As an action, you can split your arm into 3 long tentacles and use each tentacle to attack a creature you see within 15 feet of you.
So wait, he gets 3 attacks in one turn
Each
now?
tentacle makes a melee attack roll with a +9 bonus to hit. On a hit, the tentacle deals 1d6 bludgeoning damage. If you hit a target with all 3 tentacles, it must make a DC 15 con save. On a failure, the creature's speed is halved, it is disadvantaged on dex saves, can't use reactions, and it can either take an action or a bonus action, but not both.
All
At the
right.
end of each of its turns, it can repeat the save, ending the effect on itself on a success.
It's the slow spell.
It is the
isn't
slow spell, yeah.
Okay.
The tattoo cannot be removed or unattuned. It automatically requires attunement, except by a wish spell or if the aboleth who made it is destroyed. The tattoo also creates a permanent mental link between you and the aboleth, allowing communication over any distance as long as you're on the same plane of existence. You can only communicate with the aboleth while resting or sleeping. It will now plague your nightmares.
Yeah, you will never sleep again.
Taro, what are you doing? Are you up?
You're trying to sleep.
I wasn't.
Right when you go to sleep, you up?
I am now.
Yeah.
What do you want, Zixaro?
He's just gonna become so clingy, just like listen, do we have to talk every day?
Really missed
Come
that.
on, man.
I really enjoyed our times
I-
together.
I saw this group of fish and it reminded me of you. I wanted to tell you about it.
This arm is not worth it. I wish
Off the arm
it
that
never
I
been put on me.
Yeah. Gain
Nice.
the tentacular. I think it's the least body horror. I feel like
Yeah.
Sort of. I mean, until we see it in action.
until you see it in
I'm
action, then it's gonna be
imagining
terrifying.
like some Resident Evil shit, where like just the grossest
Well,
fingers split into a tentacle.
See, I'm imagining the Flurkin from Captain Marvel
Oh, that's a
with
little
the
better.
Yeah.
cat thing.
It comes out. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
The
the
guy from that one game.
He's still upset
Yeah.
about the body
I was
horror
picturing
and
the
fact
from the
that he's no
recent
longer
Spider-Man
gonna
2,
sleep.
all the Venom stuff where it like reaches out with a quick like grab or something, kind of looks
Oh,
like that
okay.
too.
Yeah.
StarCraft.
StarCraft.
The Russian guy, Russian admiral. Got turned to a Zerg.
Oh yeah. He,
Oh.
he had the whole
Heroes of
left side
Storm
of
would be
the
the
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
recent thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
They
that.
had, like that arm, yeah. So this one I wanted to like you can pass. You can totally pass as a normal
Oh,
pink or
okay.
whatever, and then as an action, that's what you can
Or-
transform.
Or
Or walk around with your 3 flobby 15-foot tentacles. That
Undulating
is-
all the time.
That is completely up to you. Yeah.
It almost doesn't seem real. I get to pass as a normal PC still.
Of course, this is how it started with the other one. I think you were able to pass, and then I fully
then-
transformed
and
you
then
into a
you
bug.
did
Yeah,
into an insect.
give it time.
Yeah. All right.
You'll just be one giant tentacle by the end of this campaign. Just one
Giant
big
tentacle.
floppy tentacle.
well, part of him will be 3 floppy
That's
tentacles.
true. It'll be one big tentacle with the floppy tentacles inside.
Just a whole nest of tentacles.
So, if I understand
Do
the
you
situation
like
correctly, this is how the real attachment problems start.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
been a long
Tell me you
time
like
thinking
it.
about
Tell me you
this
like
gift.
So, if I understand the situation correctly, and also correct me if I'm wrong, but well, I actually have a question. Would
Go ahead,
as
sir.
as a sailor, would Gottwald have heard the name Slarkrethel before? How
all of
famous
you,
is?
all of
Okay,
you would know. That is not a check
okay,
or
okay.
anything. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, okay.
there's all like you're like there's Asmodeus. You would like know all the demon names. You would know. I don't know if the what's Clouth. You know, like the few like
Yeah,
famous dragons
famous.
out
Yeah,
there. Like there are some that don't require any check. Like it's just common knowledge. Everybody would know. You like
and just so if nobody remembers, this is the same creature from Storm King's Thunder that captured the Storm King and almost killed all of you in that ship. He was like
This
collapsing
creature?
the Slarkerthel, the not this creature, but the creature that apparently. So this is what I'm actually the question. So if I'm understanding correctly, Slarkerthel is the Fathomless.
that's what this creature's saying.
Okay, okay. So yes, the creature that almost killed your character from Storm King's Thunder, drowned you in a boat, is apparently the god that is giving you your warlock powers.
Yeah.
That
Alright.
feels right.
It's yeah. Legend has it. If the Krakens aren't gods themselves, they're at least like avatars of gods directly.
Mm.
So you imagine they would maybe even have the power to bestow those kind of links and powers upon people. But that would be one of the few creatures, like maybe ancient dragons would have that power. Like very few creatures would be able to do that kind of thing.
Yeah. Tentacular arm.
Tentacular arm.
I'll be right back.
Plus
Not
9.
bad.
Plus 9 is really good.
Yeah, plus that's real good.
So fun fact, this is literally the tentacle rod. I just infused it to your body.
Oh. It's fused to your body.
I can't take credit for this. It's literally the tentacle rod. Everybody's saying, that's the tentacle rod, Eric. Like, yeah, it's the tentacle rod. Which is like an item from the Dungeon Master's Guide. Super cool.
Nice.
But I just infused it to your body.
How do you take the description off?
Of the attack?
Yeah.
Well, I would leave some of it on there, right? So you can have the like the middle part of the tenant. Yeah, and I would, if you want to include it as an inventory item, down, and then put it there, and then on the actual attack, I would just put the relevant bits in there that are important.
Which is like the middle paragraph.
The middle paragraph, and then like the fact that you can make 3 attacks with 1 action, and that the range is 15 feet.
15.
Yeah. I just love the visual. I definitely picture like a Resident Evil or some kind of like just like you just fucking pull your arm out and like 3 fucking tendrils reach out. Yeah, that's cool.
No, there's straight up. I think it's Resident Evil 3, the Tyrant in that. Like that's something he does. He like just puts his arm out and just like it's pretty gross. They kind of come out of his arm, but yeah, he's got tentacles in his arm.
Yeah. The creature says, the invaders through the Kraken are able to dominate creatures of the sea like nothing I have seen before. But the Kraken also has its own devotees, its own Kraken society. If you want to take over a world, why start from scratch? To exert this level of control and power would require leaders, generals, such as those mind flayers or the self-styled Pirate King. And you feel it.
Dentrix.
Yeah, you feel it turn towards you with its eyes. I
will kill him.
I can feel your hatred with that name. I felt his connection to the Kraken myself. It was unwavering, strong. He is a true believer. Whether he knows the truth of his patron or not, find Tentrix, and you will find the path.
Gowald's happy now.
All right, this I can understand.
Yeah.
Punching
Yes.
Tentrix in the face.
We will find Tentrix. We will free your god, my friend. From whatever corruption he is under. And we will all live happily ever after, yes?
My God.
Live.
It's
Our
everyone's.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, yes, our god. Yeah, sure. I feel like this is a situation where like there's like a pamphlet that Toril gave Gottwald like 2 weeks ago. He's like, yeah, I've read it. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah. Your first lead could be these would-be assassins. Find where they came from. Who would control such a force or be able to negotiate with it? And we will find the answers we need.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. You are speaking of undead pirates, yes? How they may be controlled?
And as you're
That is
speaking, you
unusual.
see all of their bodies fade into nothingness. They despawn.
Great.
Yeah.
T-spot.
But you know that's not normal. Like undead that are
Yeah.
corporeal just hang around and they literally
Yeah,
fade
yeah,
away.
Dead skellies, stay dead skellies.
Dead skellies stay dead skellies.
Yes. How do they control the undead like this? It is very odd.
Yeah. He just suggests you ask around and find out. Obviously, he can put his feelers out, but you can tell he needs to recuperate also and heal. But you guys do get a new quest.
Pirate Skyhold. That's not how I thought that was spelled. Because Zixaro? Is that how you were pronouncing it?
Zixaro.
Zixaro, okay. The K is silent.
The K's. We aboleths have bullshit names.
Okay.
There's one more piece I have learned, one that may have exposed me to the direct attack. I have learned the location of one of the Illithid leaders. One of the generals, I believe. Many of my agents died to uncover this information. So many Bothans. And lacked any further details, but the creatures are doing something dangerous in the city of Orlambor to the south.
This is the Illithid creatures, like the ones that were making the mutants earlier that we
Yeah,
saw?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he seems to pull all that information from your mind, especially from Toral's. He's like directly linked. So he learns all this and he instantly starts conjuring a picture of that mind flare you guys briefly saw. And he puts that in your mind. He doesn't know if that's the one or just another one, but he's like, here's another one of these, like, and he's like, the last one that you guys ran across, like, had caused all these problems in this one island in Gunderland, and they were able to build up a whole army and then attack a city with that.
Yeah. It's bad news.
And there's another quest.
Oh. The styes. Zixaro the Ableth. All right.
Unless you have any further questions, I need to lie down. He looks at Toral. Call me.
Yeah. So the fact that you said that he pulled the memories out of Toral's mind, that's disconcerting because not only does Toral have his internet history, he's got your internet history.
It's mutually assured destruction if
Yeah,
anybody
exactly.
talks.
Which is going to make for some very awkward late night conversations between the two of you.
Yes, yes. You really like
I'm into that too.
You guys find the couple websites that you both visit. Like, oh, really? That's fascinating.
It's all just water shit.
Yeah.
It's jet skis. It's all jet skis. There's like
It's-
they're both super into jet skis,
Great. Yeah.
like Mobius.
Sure. What what are you doing in this city? Why is a monster of the deep beneath the city of man?
He looks like he really wants to go lie down, but he nods and says, "The cataclysm offered unique opportunities. Once I had grand designs for bending this city to my will, but I find the repository of knowledge here satiating, and the comfort of anonymity keeps foolish alliances and adventurers as ignorant as ever. But I am not blind to the world. Information is a weapon, knowledge is power, and I wield both. My probing into the depths and the forces at work and exposed me, and I felt it was time to gather stronger agents, less controlled, but far more effective with just the right nudge to set them on the path.
I don't know how I feel about this.
It's fair. It's complicated. It's complicated.
I cannot promise you that I will not report you to the authorities once this is all over. Which ones you do not already control, I suppose.
You feel a chuckle merriment come waving off of him in the water. It's the opposite of a rage water. Merriment water.
Merriment water.
It says, one thing we share is a natural distrust of everything and everyone. I would expect nothing less. Our goals are aligned for now.
Yes, they are. You will lead us to Tentrix. Your guidance. You will lead us to save my friends, patron. And then we will see.
I do hope you survive the experience. He says this with just an edge to his voice. I hate to have something bad happen to you. Conveniently while saving the world. Now go. Receive your commendation from the rulers above.
Oh yeah, the city's still under attack, isn't it?
When you left, it was.
Okay.
But it
Suppose-
seemed like
suppose we gotta go help,
it seemed
see
like
if we can-
things had
yeah.
kind of turned a corner.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys, Toril has a permanent link as long as he's got that tattoo to the aboleth. And he will even, like, I was joking about call me, but he's like, when you find, when you find the Kraken, call me. Like, Aboleth's like, I'm not gonna get out here for most things, but he's got agents, he's got forces, and he's a fucking Aboleth. He was ambushed here, so you didn't see him at his best, but he basically says like, yeah, if it's down to like we need to do a counterattack or whatever's going down, like give me a heads up on your plans, and you know, you can feel this connect. You feel like that's all genuine, and you also feel like him not being sure of what the future lies between you two is also genuine. So you can kind of trust that he's not trustworthy, but at least for the time being now, he's definitely on the same page. And yes, you learn that he has been your mysterious benefactor. And you're not sure.
I assume through agents, right? Like, 'cause like
yes.
we literally got like pieces of paper and stuff. Like
right,
notes.
yeah. He wasn't like visiting you in your dreams or anything like that. He was doing things much more above board and
yeah.
And you get the feeling that was kind of him. He does that to some extent. Obviously, he like directly controls people near him. But when you're sending agents further out, yeah, you've got to have like a whole pyramid scheme thing going on.
Right.
But yeah, you guys can get out of here, take your leave.
Savra, are you convinced we need to do this? 'Cause
Yeah.
you weren't convinced a second ago. We'll convince you somehow on the road.
Yeah, what does Savra think of this creature in this situation, and how it turns out this creature has been the one who kind of set you all on this path?
I mean, she's honestly not surprised that it's a giant tentacle monster. But she's like,
we knew it was gonna be a giant tentacle monster.
yeah, she's not a fan. Involves more water. She's not a fan.
It's true. It's a water monster.
Yeah. You just
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be more water.
More water in your future.
I'll be honest. There's gonna be more water.
She's also still wondering what's in it for her. She has not heard anything that is gonna make her want to
If I was
tentacle
trying,
god.
like we're trying to find an ancient kraken.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be some powerful magics along that path, right? Like we're talking about like the most like ancient being in on the planet, probably.
The one undead wizard you all met in the Sawagan shipwreck lair mentioned that he had lost his very powerful wizard staff, and it was taken by the villains. So that could be something in the back of your mind, like, well, that's got to be somewhere.
Mm-hmm. She's just like, we stop an apocalypse, but ooh, great! can't live on the fame of stopping an apocalypse. And you know
Maybe.
how expensive it is to
I
become a
know.
lich?
All your other
Like-
previous player characters are probably doing like
Yeah.
tours right now, doing book signings, and well, in fact, Robin literally probably doing book signings at various
Yes, for
places.
sure.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
definitely living up that fame.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that. So she's like, "No, this you gotta pay me here because it's expensive to go lich later in life. It's expensive.
Yeah,
You gotta have that gold.
Is that your
Investment
career
plan.
path? Your career
Yes.
goal is lich?
It's lich. The goal, the ultimate goal, in
That's-
about
that's-
25-ish years or so, is a
Yeah.
lich.
Yeah.
She's going lich.
Long-term
She's
goal.
gonna
It's like I'm not gonna retire until I hit VP. I
Yeah.
can't do it.
so. She's got to get the phylactery. She's got to have a way to protect the phylactery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got to start an empire. Like,
I'm gonna need minions. I'm gonna need a dark castle. Like, it should cost
I'm
money.
gonna need like a lab for like bringing people back from the dead and seeing if we've got like Frankenstein shit going on here,
Mhm.
or if it's like they retain any kind of their mental faculties. We've got to test these theories, man. We got to advance this science.
Yeah.
She tells you all this as you're all walking out of
Right,
the.
yeah.
She just goes on this rant about
Just a
her,
tirade.
her long-term goals and plans.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. That's some real character work there. Like,
Yeah.
what's your motivation? Well, to retire
Yeah.
as a lich. That's,
This is why I got
I
us
need it.
more money.
Money and power, basically. Both
this is
short-term
why
and long-term goals.
I got us more money from that one dude.
hmm
Yeah.
Like I'm not sold on saving the tentacle monster. I'm not getting anything out of it that's going to help me reach my goals.
I mean, it sounds like this Aboleth is a pretty controlling figure in the city. So maybe being on the ends with a power undercover sort of character would be a good thing to gather.
He did kind of come off as a bit of a
power.
information broker, kind of a under the table, knew some stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You all exit the temple.
You get 8 hours of sleep.
Yes, you come outside. I'm just montaging you through. You come outside. The ghost ship is gone, completely gone. There's no sign of any of that whatsoever.
Can we ask the people standing around what happened to it?
They just
Did
say
it
it faded
just
away.
dissolve?
Yeah,
Okay,
at
it's
some point.
dissolved,
And for what you said, it just sounded exactly like the bodies in there.
Okay.
In fact, you can even work out the timing with people, and it sounded like soon after the captain went down, the whole thing just
Okay.
faded away as if there was no sign of it. And it was like, oh. Yeah, you guys can run to a local inn where you hear immediately that all enemy forces have withdrawn. Reinforcements, thanks major part to you all for coming in from behind and disrupting everything. We're able to rally and take out any other forces, and then they were able to pull back. The sea spawn fought to the death, and then those whale creatures had to be basically destroyed or repelled or sunk to the bottom, whereas the Sawagan and the pirates both withdrew. And after a long rest and recovery, you all are summoned to the Hall of Justice. A courier says that you're requested, you're found very quickly by Lord Neverember himself.
Would
Sounds like
never
he has
ever.
money.
He does. Yeah. This is what you're looking for.
And you all can visit the Temple of Tyr, which currently serves as the main government building, since the castle here in Neverwinter is still under reconstruction renovation. The imposing temple built near the harbor walls was untouched by the cataclysm, causing renewed devotion and faith to Tyr and Torm. The bearded middle-aged Daggalt Neverember stands around a table with others discussing damages, rebuilding, and losses. Though his clothes are refined, he wears no crown nor sign of leadership. He looks up as you all enter. Says, the city of Neverwinter and indeed all of Faerun have often depended on adventurers in their hour of need. He nods to a gold-scaled dragonborn standing off to the side with a group of paladins, whom you all recognize as a figure who had brazenly popped in and helped turn the tide in the harbor battle.
The very handsome dragon.
The very handsome Dragonborn, yeah, with his shining,
the deep sexy voice.
with
Right?
his shining. On behalf of the city and its citizens, I express my sincere gratitude for your aid. But before we discuss anything further, I need some proper introductions as to who you are, what you're doing. Obviously, Mac would be able to explain. At this point, Never's like the boss of a boss of a boss, so doesn't really know who Mac
Right,
is.
yeah.
Mac would definitely know.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no way, right? He's like the CEO of the company or something. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't,
Would Mac even be comfortable talking to someone of that level type of a
Yeah,
thing?
maybe not.
That's a lot of that's a problem with a lot of people in corporate America. Like they're uncomfortable talking to
And
individuals who are 2 or 3 levels
Yeah.
higher than they are.
you almost get like
even though
the cool
they're
boss
quite
vibe
normal.
from this guy, where he's not he's not sitting on a throne. You know, he's not wearing like any kind of space. Just kind of like one of the people right there. He does feel pretty genuine, but yeah, he definitely seems like he's got like cool boss vibes.
Is he trying to be like one with the kids? So he's got the Crocs on, but he's got the nice pants.
He's
like
still
Crocs,
he's
to be
still
like,
wearing
"I'm
some
cool."
nice. He's got like the cloak. He looks like a noble if you were to just see him walking down the streets. I'm like, oh, he's one of the nobility.
Which is exactly what you're describing it. Like he's still got the suit on, but he's put on like just. It's just
He has those weird
You won't wear a
shoes that
tie.
just-
You won't wear a
That's all.
tie. Yeah, it's like the cat. Yeah.
No, the tie is real loose. It's just like
Yeah,
hanging out to
yeah,
one
yeah.
side. The vest is undone.
Mm.
The cape is like only half on.
The cape
hair
half
is-
on.
Yeah, it's got that sway back.
But
going
he
with the
looks
hair.
at all of you and just wonders what he is not an aboleth. He cannot pull your thoughts from your minds.
Dimnick says we're the fantastic Fathomless Four.
Nice.
Featuring the Wet Boys.
That's right.
So I was like, this is who I am. Tentacle heart.
Tentacles.
We're doing introductions. Okay. I am Gottwald Ironhorn, Bane of Pirates, here to stop them wherever they may strike. And it has led me to your door. Someone
I am
else can say that.
Coral,
Yeah, he nods.
Acolyte of the Fathomless.
His
If you
eyebrows
convert
shoot up.
now, we have a special discount going.
Citywide, if you institute Fathomless citywide.
3 tentacles for the price of 1 tattoo.
He is a little surprised. Yeah, with Gottwald, he was like, okay. And with Torl, he's like, okay. Like, the Fathomless, do you have... maybe you know what's going on with what feels like the entire goddamn ocean rising up against us all at once.
Oh, so you're one of them. You know, not all tentacle monsters are the same, and so you're automatically assuming that his tentacle monster is the same as the tentacle monster that came and attacked your city. That's really upsetting. I thought you were supposed to be cooler than that here.
His eyebrows have like gone several inches up as he stares at you.
He turns and stares at the gold dragon like, you're hearing this, right? Like, you know, if he thinks this about tentacles, he thinks it about you too, right?
It's like, well, the last few tentacles we saw just tried to break down our city walls, so...
And again,
Can't
not
say
all
I've-
tentacle monsters are the same.
what was your name?
I didn't give it.
Not all tentacle monsters.
You guys, what's funny is you guys just met like I'm gonna say friendly tentacle
Okay,
monster, but yeah.
Non-hostile tentacle
Yeah,
monster?
so literally backed up.
Mhm. I didn't give my name.
Oh, so one of those that's not gonna give the name. All right.
I mean, no.
Trust
Well,
that we have the Sword Coast's best interest in mind with all of our actions.
well, reports have told me that you all came in after the attack began and came in from the sea, riding in like a crazy ship, slicing
Tentacle.
through the blockade, crashing through giant sharks, if the reports are to be believed. So, I gotta ask, were you just in the neighborhood, passing by, and decided you'd fancy a rescue mission? Or if there's anything you can tell us, that would be very appreciated here, because
Are you familiar with the island of... What is the island's name?
Gunderlin.
Gunderland. You must know them, yes?
Sure, yeah. King, Red Axe, I believe his name is. Member of the...
Look at our ship. We have a perfect replica of him.
Oh yeah, I should have recognized his royal thickness. Yeah, they're a staunch ally of Neverwinter, part of the Lord's Alliance.
Well, they
Haven't heard
require
from-
your aid immediately. They are the precursor of your attack, was attacks on themselves.
Oh shit.
It was, in fact, from what we have gathered, the staging grounds of the attack on yourselves.
It came from Gunderlin. Well, what came from
yes.
Gunderlin?
It came
All
through
of-
Gunderland.
Came through Gunderland, yeah, exactly. All of these things that attacked you. The source of them we are aiming to end. That is our mission.
Your mission. You've been on this task? Who do you work for, if I may?
Let's be
Or just-
convalesce with my colleagues for one moment, please.
I swear to goodness, if it's another freelance bullshit adventuring crew just sliding in, doing whatever they want, he goes off a little bit of a rant.
I told you he would be thinking these things about you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, this is why we have the Lord's Alliance, so we can be organized about any threats.
Do we want to tell this king? Is he a mayor? What's his title? A lord?
His title is Lord Protector.
The Lord
He is
Protector,
ostensibly the leader of Neverwinter. You all would know that he's also a pretty famous figure. He was once the only open lord of Waterdeep. Most of the rulers of Waterdeep are masked lords. There was some political drama. He left, went to Neverwinter, and there was more drama in Neverwinter. A lot of history that's don't need to really go over, but he ended up really rising to the occasion when the Cataclysm happened, and he's very well, unlike a lot of political figures in every world, he's generally very well respected in Neverwinter.
That's
Seems
because
to
they don't know he's a speciest.
yeah, he just doesn't like tentacles though.
Mhm.
But it basically really brought the city together, helped turn things around after the Cataclysm. The fact that the castle is one of the last projects is kind of a like self-humbling thing. You feel like he wants everything else like done before the castle. Just kind of the opposite of a lot of like, look at me ostentatious things. But he also has like that cool boss energy too, where he like wants people to like him and stuff. But you all never met him. You may have seen him before, but he is a fairly famous figure in Neverwinter.
Okay. I assume in Gottwald convalescing with his allies here, his teammates, I assume we don't want to tell this lord about the Aboleth under his city. Maybe he already knows, but I feel like just being like, hey, we work for the Aboleth under your city may be a bad idea.
He just mentioned his disdain for tentacles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least
As
now would
Safra-
be a bad
as Safra
time.
has identified.
Like tentacle hatred is up like 80% right now in the city, so
Yeah.
it's just not a good. Yeah, they've done some polling. It's not a good
Right.
time to be a tentacle.
Ah, I know. Tell him we have a private benefactor
All right. Yeah. That's yeah.
from Waterdeep.
It's a great expectation situation.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll tell him that. We'll tell him we have a private manufacturer from Waterdeep. Anonymous. But they are aware of certain malicious entities that are gathering against the Sword Coast. And we aim to end them.
I'll see. Why can't we work through the proper channels? We need to be talking to each other more with the Lord's Alliance. I appreciate everything that you all are doing. You're doing a fine job, and you really saved our asses in the harbor. I'm getting some reports that you all have done some really crazy stuff out there. And to be honest, it's not every day we have folks such as yourselves united in a cause against such a threat that we were unprepared for. But it's frustrating, frankly. That
Well, to be clear, no one even knew of the attack on your city until we discovered it in Gunderland. So even your own Norse Alliance, had they been involved, would not have known of the attack until we arrived anyway.
are other cities in danger? Now this is
Almost certainly.
yeah.
Good.
Well, I was gonna say yeah. This is something you're not quite sure of, but it feels like it would be likely.
Yeah.
Well, we're not sure what their motivations were. They had an impressive force, but it didn't seem like it would have been enough to actually conquer, raise whatever they were trying to do here. However, we have two problems, one of which I'm hoping you can fill me in on. The first problem is that the reports of he gets a piece of paper, a creepy ghost pirate ship. He puts the paper down.
That's already been taken care of.
He whips his head over to you. We did hear that it disappeared, and we've heard reports of some injuries in the House of Knowledge.
Yeah, you got a lot of dead people in there.
What happened?
Pirate ship. What do you think happened?
What were they doing?
They were looking for a map.
A map?
Yes.
To what? He like nods to some like stenographer who's like writing down information.
Don't know. We killed them before they figured it out.
So
It was either we kill them or they continue to kill you, the citizens of your city.
No, I don't.
We made a choice.
Don't misunderstand. We appreciate your rescue efforts. In fact, Kalinor over there sized you all up immediately and thought you were well up to the tasks, and I guess he was right.
He's okay.
We just didn't know what they were doing. There's already theories that perhaps the whole attack was a front for this, whatever mission this crew was on about.
Is that what we think too? Like, do we think?
Yeah.
Do we actually just from what everything that we were through? Do we think the attack on the harbor was just to cover for the ghost ship going for the Aboleth?
Maybe.
I would lead that way because of the fact that the Aboleth even told them like they're sending agents to try to kill me.
Right.
Yeah.
But I have my own agents.
And then he gets the second point, though, and he's like, the second problem is, although you were all able to save many of our own citizens, the Sawagan, unfortunately, were able to take many more.
Oh.
The defenders, we often had our hands full dealing with the mutant creatures. We acted as a vanguard while the Sawagan were capturing. Again, appreciate your works. You saved many lives, but others were taken. We note, taken alive. Now, this has us pretty concerned, obviously. And the Sawagan, they must have some base of operations. And perhaps you all would be the best ones to follow up with that. And a DM will note that you all recalled a conversation with the Triton on board your ship. When you first rescued her, she was actually spying on the Sawagan and had noted that they had recently taken over a lizard folk fortress.
Oh. Do we know where that's at?
You did not follow up with her on that yet because you guys had other things planned, but the DM just nicely seated that in there.
All right. Yeah, I forgot about that conversation.
And you've all got another quest.
Oh.
I ask that you please get our people back. We need to shore up our defenses, rebuild, repair, heal. But you all seem to have a specific set of skills designed to deal with these threats. I can see it. And I'd hoped that...
Make us a nightmare to people like them.
And of course, we remain grateful for your services. I've got some official medals of commendation, and you can feel the aboleth chuckling in your mind, or Toro can feel the aboleth chuckling in your mind. Proclaiming you as official adventurers, heroes of Neverwinter. As I mentioned, a lot of us get on with having freelance adventurers helping out with exotic threats. He kind of coughs awkwardly. These are good for a 30% discount on all official goods and services while in the city as well. Just flash the badge.
Awesome. Like the awards are great,
Yeah.
but the discount...
Not combined with other special coupons or offers. Limit one per customer. Somebody comes up and reads off the legal thing. This expires in a week.
Exactly.
This expired 2 weeks ago. What the hell?
And, of course, we want to offer you some rewards as, again, adventuring business is not cheap, I know. And he gestures, and a treasurer comes out with some gold. And it comes out to 100 gold pieces each.
What? All right.
Can I try and like cough and scare them to give them a little bit more?
Whenever you make a face or something, he immediately picks up on that and strokes his beard and says, I apologize for...
I did almost die to save your city.
We are in the middle of a disaster relief situation. I'll be honest, we can't afford much at the moment. Our ships, most have been destroyed. The harbor is wrecked. It's our main source of economy. Neverwinter is gonna be going through some hard times. Again, very appreciative of everything you've done. But we are not in the business of being able to hire on any extra forces, so I'm hopeful that your mysterious benefactor is able to fund your efforts to a more amenable degree. Gets into like super just corporate speak.
He's probably extremely rich.
Hmm.
Sure.
If Mac were here, he would mention, or some aide or somebody would kind of give a list of some missing people that they've confirmed are missing,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're not sure if everybody has been, just there's missing people after a big attack. If all of them have been taken, but a lot of them have been, and one of them Mac would recognize as his old mentor, a Master Sliver.
I'm gonna channel my best
Right.
Raymond. No.
That's pretty good.
Sorry, Ray. I tried.
That's pretty good, actually.
So that would be some motivation for Mac for sure.
Yeah. He'll like that when he comes back.
Yeah. And of course, he offers healing, full convalescing, no charge for any lingering injuries anybody's got.
Oh, yeah.
He will
give us your best priest, please.
He will offer.
Best priest and therapist,
the
because
full-
I think some of us have some trauma.
Because I gotta be honest, I gotta sit on that couch and talk about stuff. Yeah, the full package.
Put a therapist's kids through college.
Mhm.
Exactly.
They
Oh my
they
God.
want to be a wizard. They're going to the best
With
school
Twirl
now.
on the couch, the therapist would need therapy after that,
Yeah.
I think. Because he'll just be able to like tell everything Diablo is thinking.
That's right.
It would be frightening.
What all do we have right now? Because I know I've got a damaged eye and a nasty scar. I don't know what everybody else
I've got
has.
an arm.
You got an arm? Okay.
Twirl's got two
I've got
things.
this eye. Just
I got this fucked up eye. You could probably do
hanging
something
on by
there.
a thread.
I don't think I have anything right now.
What does back have?
I don't think he has anything either.
No? Okay.
No.
All
Yeah,
right.
just you and me.
Just as you and me. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do all the shopping and healing and stuff for
Sure,
next session as well.
I
I'm
had
kind
5
of
minutes of therapy. I was fine.
You just did like just a trauma dump. And you,
Yeah.
and you were
yeah.
fine.
I feel great. And he walks out, and then the face on the therapist is like, just horror
Yeah,
stricken.
nightmares tonight.
Nightmare fuel. Yeah.
Twirl walks out with a jaunty pace. He's feeling great now. So that
You-
all is really felt.
You all will receive a level up.
Woo!
Also
Yeah.
as well.
6. Yeah.
Level 6. Yep.
Wait, what do we get at 6?
Yeah. It's immediately.
So level
wait,
6,
wait,
full
wait.
long rests, full curing of the lingering injuries. You've got the 100 gold. You've got a 30% discount. And we'll go over next time in terms of what they have in stock, but they'll definitely have, potions and things. You're in fucking Neverwinter, so this is not like normal, like, limited conditions.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm getting the zombie army.
This is what you've been. This is when your whole
The short-term
character
goal.
build comes online, right? Like
Yes.
this is what you've been waiting for.
Yes. Yep. Oh, Animate Dead is all mine. And it's free.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. And I get to do it to 2 piles of bones.
2 piles of bones.
Look, I'll accept your 100 gold, but I need all of your
I-
humanoid bones. No
Yeah.
questions asked. Just give them to me in wheelbarrows.
Yep. Just wheel them up to the hotel.
Creating another zombie or skeleton as appropriate. Oh, snap. Oh, man. Yes. So many undead things will be watching with me.
So I was just lost in her own power.
That's right.
How long does it last?
If you all ask about any of the, let's see. Oh, I guess one thing I was going to mention, if you try ask, because the Aboleth had mentioned asking about the undead pirate, see if anybody knows any of that. He suggests he first suggests if you all have any contacts that might know anything about pirates or anything, and you recall you did leave a contact behind.
But the Lord wants to know about our contacts.
Well, no, I guess I'm presuming if you guys want to ask him about like, hey, do you know anything about these ghost pirates or like anything about that, and then he'll reply if you have contacts that you can. He just suggests going to those contacts basically to try to get that information.
Yeah. So like you're asking us to turn in our
no
smuggler friends.
Yeah. He seemed as much as he's like the boss and lord. He does seem like he's okay with you guys operating on your own, but mainly because he can't officially afford to like hire you on.
Sure. Yeah.
Even though he's rewarding you as like heroes of Neverwinter, but that's just kind of a like, hey, get whatever you need. Thank you for your service, but
Please get out of my town.
Yeah, hopefully you'll be doing good work, but we've got our fucking hands full now with, and you can
the tentacles. I don't like the tentacles.
Doesn't like the tentacles, yeah. And sure enough, you can see when you stroll through the harbor, it is still a war zone. It's a rebuilding effort. There's there's still bodies everywhere. Like it is just a disaster.
Hey, once we level up, I'll make a couple zombies to help out.
Certainly grab some bodies. Yeah.
They last for 24 hours.
Wow.
Oh snap!
She's gonna be talking about this for a fucking week.
So excited about herself.
Animate dead plus summon undead.
Oh my goodness!
There's gonna be so many undead on the field of battle now. It's gonna be great. Oh, he's gonna have to listen to me for a week now.
It's gonna be fantastic.
He's gonna kick himself now for saying, "Oh, they get a level up."
Otherwise, that's all I've got. We've hit a good stopping point, and by the way, this pretty much ends like Act 1 of this campaign. Essentially, we've opened up several new quests. You've officially completed.
That's a really good end to Act 1 because I feel like we just got like the hook. We just got like the main story hook handed to us.
It's all falling into place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've completed the Save Neverwinter story quest. You technically still have Call from the Deep as your main quest. That has been updated. In fact, I have another thing to put on there. There we go. It's been updated with Session 18's information. And then you've got all these new quests to look up. You've already got a bunch of contacts that you can see about it, and we
could somehow reach out to our smuggler friend. Is that what you were saying earlier?
I mean, he's right there in Saltmarsh, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump away from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys literally, if you recall, like Saltmarsh was like just not in Neverwinter, but just down the road, basically. Yeah, kind of. It's like just outside the city, but it's pretty close by. Yeah, you could just run down there and chat with them. But yeah, you guys left Sambalay there and talking to the Triton on the ship. Like there's basically things you can check up on. We'll do all of that obviously next session, as well as doing our big level up to level 6. MVPC, Mr. Tentacular himself, Toril. I love doing the body stuff to you, sir.
I love it when you do the body stuff to me too.
Soundbite. Count it.
Yep.
Oh man.
There's a gemstone tucked away in one of those tentacles.
Yeah, there was. A good gemstone too. 50 gold.
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually made a table for that one yet. I'm not sure. No, I didn't. Rats. Well, you find whatever kind of 50 gold gemstone you want. All right, that is going to do it for this session of Call from the Deep. Be sure to head over to our live post-session discussion after our show tonight. Thank you to Chris, Heather, and Reese for playing. Thank you to all the wonderful fans for watching, and to the patrons. Shout out to Platinum patrons: Joe, Will, Thomas, Stan, Brandon, Zendersider, Eclectic, Roleplay Earl, Christopher, Corey, Big Nut, John F., John L., Scott, Eric, Tyler, Nathan, Kemp, Chris, Counselor, Andrew, Daryl, The Relder, and Captain Woody 79, Stephanie, Andy, Patrick, Jason, Ismail, Amit, Lumpy, Spuds, and Koi, and gold patrons: RPG, Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, The Lizard Lounge, Sam, Jerome, Nathan, Fasika, Torta, Scott, Rufus, Carolyn, Jerry, Thomas, and Glenn. Thank you all very much for your support. We're live streaming our D&D adventures every week. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Oh man, Sylvan just gave out the best thing, like, Bonaparte. This is your new brother, Rob Zombie.
You're gonna have to name every undead now. Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, that's where all the Tims came from, right?
Exactly.
So many
Tim
Tims.
1, Tim 2, Tim 3.